Anything said in this video is not to be taken as medical or health advice. This is meant for entertainment and educational purposes only. Alright, so it's been a minute since I've done a video. We had a death in the family over the holidays, New Year's week, so that was tough. Kind of had to grind through that. Kept up my routine pretty well. I just weighed 253 in the gym there. I was after 2 meals, so probably about 250 fasted. This is the last week of my rebound phase, and then we'll go into the health phase, whatever you want to call it. Pulling back on stuff and taking her easy, giving the body a break for a while. So that's not a big deal. I kind of need it. My joints are starting to get pretty sore. My carbs are up to about 800 a week. Protein's the same, around 350. Fats are up a little bit. Say 80 to 100. I haven't really counted them. Compton just gives me the plan with the food. He doesn't tell you how many carbs and all that. You just count it up in your head. No big deal. I would say it's about 6,000 calories total. That's not exact, but that's a lot of food. I don't seem to be having trouble with it. When I first started working with him last year, I wasn't used to eating that much food. And I did lose my appetite pretty quickly. Just really had to grind through it. This year it's going much better. Of course, we're not really into the off season where you're gonna just really push food yet. But I think this is about the threshold of what I ate before, so that's better. I am leaner. It's a lean 250. I have the abs etched out. Not like stage or anything close to that, but you know, you can tell it's going to be you can tell I've put on some tissue in this rebound, which is the best time to, especially if you've been in it, if you've been enhanced for a few years. Your newbie gains are gone. It's going to be slower, and that's going to be your best time to put on tissue. So if you're healthy and you feel up to it, I think you got to do it. I know some people like to wait and then optimize the off season. That's viable, but for me, I like to go ahead and hit the rebound. Usually you're coming off a show, either you didn't place as well as you'd like and you're hungry and you want to get better, so you want to get to it immediately, or you did really well and you're excited to capitalize on that and move forward. Maybe you turn pro, then you'd have to really put on some size. Of course, health is going to be a priority always. Got to make sure your stuff's right, get your blood work. So I did did chest today, chest and triceps. You'll see some of that here. The training had leveled off. The extra food here I got at the end helped a little bit. And I seem to be a little stronger today, whatever the case. So a couple more things I wanted to hit on here. I was using IGF during the first half of the rebound. I know some guys said they don't really see much off of it. I was getting some really good pumps, and I could really tell my IGF levels were up. My hands were hurting, just like you would have on growth hormones, getting the carpal tunnel. I started out with 20 mcg, bumped it up to 40, 50, and I eventually, after, it was 2 or 3 weeks, it was about 3 weeks, I hit 100, and I could really tell something extra there. My hands got more sore and full, and I think it was successful overall. I'll try it later, maybe in a cruise phase. It doesn't affect your blood work except for your IGF levels, right? Maybe it might raise your blood pressure a little bit, but you should be taking precautions against that anyway as a bodybuilder. So not a big deal there. Then I switched it up to the GH, and it really came in good. Hit 8 IUs there. I was using 6 previously. I've done, strung a few days together of 8 before. It's not a big difference, but I'm very full and round for me. So, it is what it is there. I'm not sure it's just really great for a growth phase. Sure, over time, you're going to get some growth out of it. Creates new satellite cells, which are activating with the anabolics. So, I've heard Ben Pekulski and Evan Sinapani say they grew better without it, which I think mostly is due to insulin resistance that you acquire during a GH run. But, everybody's different. That's going to affect everybody differently. So, mine creeps up if I've been blasting for a while. You generally want to stay on it all the time. So, there are ways to mitigate that. Berberine, insulin, whatever the case may be. I did pop in some insulin about 2 weeks ago to end off this phase, to get a little more partitioning. It was really good during the rebound. Of course, it's going to be great in that sense. You're going to get really good pumps, really good nutrient partitioning. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do for shows this year. I know I might have to move at the end of May, so I don't want to be prepping in the middle of that. So it looks like it's going to be later in the year. I should get a good off-season run at least. Try to solidify these gains I've made here. And the goal is to get harder and leaner. Better conditioning always. Bigger, harder, leaner. So I feel like I've done that to some degree already. So we'll see what we come up with. But I expect it to be all those things. I'm really trying to harden up my glutes and the posterior chain. And get some more cuts in the quads. Go a little heavier on some days. Try to get that density up. So that's it. Chest workout today. See ya.